Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Owens. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First down, the run with Lynch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Newton. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll run again with Lynch. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
You talk about this Titan defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group?
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They snap it to Newton. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Go, Reed, go. Cougar 19.
Newton to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
But that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Rice. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Now Newton, eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again here with Davis.
And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
They'll run with Davis. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll look to throw.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A give to Lynch from the shotgun.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down and 6 now.
Now Lynch, left side. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third down and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, he's...
Touchdown, Texans! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing that'll lead you to bigger errors.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Davis.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Well, my dad people say sometimes. I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's got daylight. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Back now in Nashville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Steps away to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Okay, ready?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th-quarter lead. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Ready, break. Hey.
Again, Newton to keep it. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. Up the right sideline. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th-quarter lead. Newton going to try and throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even 1 score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second and 5. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his man on the out route.
And he will have a Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. He's got Green. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans get a bit closer. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now the try here for the extra point. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2nd and 10.
Newton's going to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away